Hi everyone, this is Sybil. I'm back for part 2 coloring the Magnolia Tilda with Hellebores, and those are the buttercup flowers. She's a cute little peanut head. Last time I did the skin, now we're going to do her dress and the flowers if I have time. I don't want to make the videos too long. And last video I noticed that I had this tilted because that's how I color with it at a tilt. But then you guys probably have a neck ache if you watch that video. So I am going to try my best not to do that this time. So I'm going to start with YR30, and I'm just going to lay down color on the dress. Most of her dress is, well, a large part of it is covered by the flowers, and so we're just going to add a little bit of color here and not do a whole lot of details to her dress. Okay, so YR30 was just laid down. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more and move this up and hopefully stay out of your way so you can actually see what I'm trying to do. Okay, and this is YR21, and I'm just going to do some coloring around the edges. It's going to be actually starting the shading. That's what I'm doing. And it might look on the video that I'm on using the very tip. I actually have my marker angled, so I'm not using the tip. I mainly use the tip if I'm going to use, for hair, color straight lines in hair, the string of a balloon, so on. Usually you use the side of your marker. Okay. Now I'm going to take E3-4, and I'm going to start shading, adding some darker color around the edges. And I'm going to create some little pleats in her clothes, just kind of going to go up and down like that. Just a little movement. This area here, of course, is going to be shaded more because of her hand. And same as under here from her arm. I want to put just a few little brown dots on the lace, the eyelet trim of her dress. I'm going to do that up here too. Add a few little dots. Back here there'll be a lot of shading because most of it's being blocked, her dress, from the flowers there. Okay, now I'm going to go over that with the YR21, and I'm just going to bring that color out a little bit. Make the creases more noticeable. We don't want them large, it's just a small little image, but we do want the creases to stand out. A little flicking, bringing it out. Now around the creases, I'm just pulling that out, not flicking, but I'm just pulling that out. I'm just blending that in a little bit more around there. And now I'm going to take my YR31 and pull this out, making sure not to go all the way into the center. I want to leave, you know, a lighter color there to give the impression of the light hitting. Now I'm going to take my lightest color, YR30, and that's what I started out with at first, laying down the color. And I'm just going to bring that in. You don't want it to look stark white because it wouldn't look natural. Okay. And now I'm going to use my white gel pen, and I'm going to do a little emphasis on those pleats, just going in, doing a little scoop right around the center there. I hope you can see that. I love my white gel pen. It can do wonders. Add a few little white dots on the eyelet. Do a couple scoops under here where those pleats are. And I'm going to add a little white in here to show a definition. Okay. A little here and there. All right, so that's her dress, and what time is it? 7 minutes. I'll show you how to do the flowers. They're pretty easy. I'm going to start with the stems first, and it's G82. It's just long little flick motions along on the stem of the flower. And when you're coloring, you always want to add depth and dimension, so we'll be bringing in a darker tone here in a moment. And I went out of the line on that one. I'll take care of that in a moment. So now I'm going to use G94, and I want it darker here because her body is cast in a shadow there. And then the ones underneath, they need to be darker than the ones on top. Okay. Helps if I would look at what end of the cap I'm opening up. Okay, now I'm going to start on the flowers. I'm going to use R01 on just the bottoms of the flower, the bottom of the petal. Kind of coloring at an odd angle for me. But I don't want to block what I'm doing or make you guys have a headache from looking towards the side all the time. Okay, I'm taking R00. I'm coloring the rest of that petal. You can color it all with R01 or R00. This is just what I'm doing. It adds just a touch of difference in the color. Okay, so now I'm going to take, oops, wrong one, R21, and I'm going to make some little lines. These I'm just going in the center because that flower is opened all the way, and I want this to be on the outside. Okay, and now I'm going to take, and I've noticed there's a flower hiding way back there that I missed. A little stinker hiding from me. All right, now I'm going to take R32, oops, and I'm just going to do the bottom. Add just a little bit more depth of color here on the very bottom. And you know, you could color it all one color however you want. This is just what I've done. There's no, you know, rule. It's just what I've chosen to do. Okay, and now I'm going to take my E21, a little bit of brown, and I'm just going to go in here where the little dots are. It doesn't make a huge change, but it's enough. When you see the picture and at the final end, you'll see all these little extras are what makes the picture, the image, stand out and appear more lifelike, or all those extra little touches. Okay, and before I let you go, I'm going to take my white gel pen and I'm going to do like a little V in the flowers. Separate those lines that I made more clearly, make them more definite, so now you can see more of what I was doing because of that little V there. And I'm doing some of these upside down so you don't have to look at it upside down. So I'm hoping it's coming out okay. And then I'm going to go over some of these and just add a few little white dots here and there. Again, these little extra things are what makes, you know, an image pop, become more lifelike. I'm going to add some on the eyelet of the dress down here. Okay, and then add a little, just a little white line there. So there you go. Her flowers and her dress is done. And you know what? I'm going to do her little bow in the same color as her dress. But I will do that when I do her hair on the next time. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.